Buttermilk Biscuits, and I'm making a smaller recipe so that it's easier to recreate at the house. So what I recommend for when you're doing it at home is before you're getting your ingredients for the biscuits, preheat your oven to 350 so that way once you're done, you're ready to put them in. The thing about biscuits is that it's really simple, very basic ingredients, but sometimes they come out too dense or they don't rise properly, and it's because there needs to be certain key elements. For instance, the butter needs to be chilled, like it needs to be very, very cold, as well as the buttermilk. Half a cup of butter, and what we're doing is we're dicing them, the butter into cubes, so that it's easier to work into the flour. And this is a mixture. It has 2 cups of flour, it has 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon baking soda, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. You want to work it in either with a dough cutter or with your fingers. I just use my fingers. And you work the butter in. You want to work the butter into the flour until they're all uniform pieces, until it forms a meal of sorts. Once you work the butter into the flour, and you want to work as quickly as possible so that the butter doesn't get warm or start to melt. Okay? Now we have 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk, and we're going to add it directly to the flour and butter mixture. And I'm going to leave a little bit just in case I need to add more later. And another thing too that happens to these doughs is that people work them too much, and when you work the dough too much, it develops the gluten, and that makes for a tough biscuit, like a dense, tough biscuit. And what you want is flakiness. So it's not exactly coming together yet. I'm going to add the last bit of the buttermilk. All you want to do is mix just until it comes together. Just form them by hand. We have a pan here. Make sure you spray your pan. You know, you can form these into perfect balls or scoop them out, but you're just overworking the dough by doing that. And also, I like the look of it better when it bakes, you know, however it wants. It has a more home style look. So now we're gonna put these into our oven, which is set to 350. And you leave them in there for about 10 to 12 minutes, but basically what you want is for them to rise fully and to have a golden color on top. Alright, well, I'll take them out with my bare hands. That's all you need. You don't need to overbake them. You can tell they're all risen and they have the golden color on top. Should let these cool for a couple of minutes. Or not. Yum! Let's take a look at how it looks on the inside. That's a good looking biscuit right there. Yum.
Good tasting too.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Lisi.
Welcome.